Let us pray. Almighty everlasting Father, we come before you this morning, the Lord. We give you glory and we give you honor because of giving us an opportunity to listen to your word. Jehovah God, Lord Almighty, as I speak your word, dear Lord, may you use me as an vessel of honor, King of all glory, for the sake of your name, Jehovah God. I thank you and I worship you. Because this is a prayer of faith. In His name we pray. Amen. Praise the name of the Lord. As I said, my name is Wamuyu and I love Christ. I want to talk of a man who was so excellent, who could not compromise his faith, from the book of Daniel. If you read the book of Daniel, you'll see a man who stood firm in faith, who could not think of anything else. Doesn't matter what he was given, but he decided that he stand for his God no matter what. Even if it means death, he could not compromise. That's what I want to talk about. Faith in God without compromising. It doesn't matter where you are. What matters most is the God that you serve. Daniel was born in a family that feared God because he was the son of King David with the widow of Nabal, who was led by Nabal. So this man Daniel grew seeing his father fearing God and praising God and depending totally on God, and that's why God said David was a man after God's own heart. So Daniel, being the son in that royal family, he could not think of anything else. He could not worship idols. So even when he was taken captive, even when he was in Babylon, he still remembered that he had a God. He had a God who stood with his father. So here is Daniel, and the people have started accusing him about his faith, because they say they cannot accuse him of anything else apart from the God that he believes. But even at that particular time, Daniel could not compromise. He could not deny his God. So they went, they told the king what Daniel has said, what he is doing. But I'm telling you the truth. The same God who brought Daniel to Babylon, because it's God who allowed him to be in Babylon, this same God stood with Daniel. So Daniel decided, and he purposed in his heart, it doesn't matter where you put me, it doesn't matter what you do to me, but I will still serve this God. I will still reference this God. I will still pray to this God. And that is what happened. So it came a time. Remember the story of Daniel, how he was thrown into the lion's den and how God came through for him. So you can imagine if he denied this God. But when you start with God, when you don't compromise your faith, when you take salvation as personal, it doesn't matter where you are, God must come through for you. Praise the name of the Lord. So God came through for Daniel. And I'm telling you, the 4 kings in Babylon, they said the God of Daniel is the same God that they will worship. I'm telling you, start firm in God. Our youth, let us not compromise our faith. Our good Christians, our fellow Christians, our brothers and sisters, let us not compromise our faith. There is a God who stands with us even when we are going through pain. And especially at this particular time, when we have this pandemic called Corona. I'm telling you, don't you ever think that God is not watching. God knows where you are. God knows what you are going through. God is remembering us in this situation, in this darkness. God remains our faithful God. I'm telling you, them that were accusing Daniel, let me tell you, they were destroyed before Daniel. Why? Because Daniel stood with God. You remember them that threw him in the lion's den? You know what happened, because you know that story. I want to tell you, I want to challenge you, even in this time, because we are in captive, because we are not free to do what we are doing. We are not able to go where you are going. We are not able to work. We don't even go to church. And I'm telling you, even at home, God is watching. God is Emmanuel. He is God with us. It doesn't matter where you are. God is omnipresent. So wherever you are, God is concerned about your future. God is concerned about your life. That is why you are listening to this sermon. That is why you are alive. Why? Because God still has good plans for you. Daniel could not die before he accomplished God's purpose. You will not die before you accomplish God's purpose. It doesn't matter whether you are jobless. It doesn't matter whether you are at home and you have no food. God provides. God heals. God knows you by name. He told Jeremiah, I knew you before I formed you in your mother's womb. He knows us. Even before he formed us in our mother's womb, he knew that. And he knew that this time we will be in Kenya. This time there will be a pandemic. And he will deliver us from whatever we are going through. I want to challenge you, even when you are alone, wherever you are, Don't compromise your faith. Let people know you are God. Let people reference your God. Let people say, I love this God of Wamuyu. Why? Because even when I'm going through pain, I still stand firm and say, Jehovah God remains my God. I want to thank God because whatever we go through, it is God who allows with a purpose. Then that He doesn't want them to be alive, they are not alive. So be strong enough, stand firm, wait on God. Even at this particular time, when nobody is watching you, when nobody is seeing you, do what is right. Let people see the real picture of you and the God you serve. Let people declare that the God of this person, the God of this man, the God of this woman is the same God that I will trust. Daniel trusted God, and even the kings. You can imagine Daniel compared to a king. Even the king said, the God of Daniel remained our God in Babylon. You can imagine Daniel had come from a place where God was worshipped, that now he is in a place where they are worshiping idols. But even in that whole journey, Daniel never compromised. What has made you lose hope? Is it because you are not able to work as you are working? Is it because there are challenges in your family? Is it because nobody is seeing you? What is making you lose your faith? Please stand up and say, I'll remain faithful to this God. Whatever will come my way, I'll remain faithful. Whatever I will see, I know that God is watching. In every situation, God is watching. The eye of the Lord is watching. The eye of the Lord is over the righteous. Be righteous. Be of the character of excellence. Be like Daniel, who stood and said, Jehovah remains my God. Even in this pandemic, let Jehovah remain your God. Even when you have no money, let Jehovah remain your God. Even when you feel lonely, let Jehovah remain your God. Because there is a God in heaven who brought us into this world with a purpose. God is not just sitting down to see us suffer. No, He cannot do that. He's a loving God. His grace will be sufficient. And I'm telling you, this is a season. It will be over. So it doesn't matter what we are going through. Seasons come and go. But God remains faithful. Why don't you trust in this God? Why don't you say, even if I am alone, I will stand for God. Even if people are denying their faith in God, I stand firm and say, I will remain in this God. Jehovah is God. Jehovah is faithful. Even in the lion's den, He is a lion of Judah. When you go through fire, He is a consuming fire. So wherever you will be, Jehovah, let Jehovah be your God. I just want to encourage you that this is a season. It will be over. Remember where God has taken you from. Remember where you have come from. And remember that even in this, Jehovah should remain your faithful God. Let His grace be sufficient. Don't give up. Don't lose hope. Don't compromise your faith. Don't join a multitude and then you deny your God. Stand alone like Daniel. And I'm telling you, you will not need to look for people. People will look for you because of your excellence. May God be with you. Even in this season, may God come through for you. Even when challenges are so many that in fact we miss friends and we cannot even visit them. We miss the church, we cannot go to church. Oh, I thank God because if you have the word of God in your heart, if you have hidden the word of God in your heart, it doesn't matter whether you've been going to church or not, the word of God is in you. And it will be a lamp to your feet. So don't worry. Don't be bothered. God cares. God is with you. God is with me. I have purpose in my head like Daniel. It doesn't matter what I will go through. My Lord, my God, my Savior, my Redeemer remain God. So it doesn't matter. I can't compromise my faith. Don't please. Because this season will be over. Start with God. Trust God. Trust and obey. Because the key thing is be of that character. A character of excellence. Like Daniel, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. And you'll see what our God will do. I want to bless you. To just tell you that God, with this word, this God, this faithful God, changes not. Don't be changed by the situation, because our God loves us with an everlasting love. I thank God for that. Stand firm. Don't compromise your faith. And I'm telling you, people will look for you. You will not look for them. Because Daniel, no king in Babylon, the 4 kings, they were looking for Daniel. Daniel never looked for them anyway. they looked for Daniel because they saw something great in him. Excellence, wisdom, fear of God, favor, and knowledge. Have those, and I'm telling you, you'll be a solution to many. You'll not be a problem. But just like Daniel, you'll be a solution to many, many people. May God bless you. May God give you grace to overcome this. Don't worry. God is watching and He will do something. God will do something. Behind the curtain, God is doing something. He's not just quiet. Be strong in the Lord. Love this God more. Pray like Daniel because he was a brave man. Seek the face of God and trust His God who never changes. Jehovah is God and He will not leave us alone. He will never forsake us. He will never leave us nor forsake us. He is our good shepherd. May God bless you. May God give you strength. Even at this particular time that you don't know what to do, God will make it. Let us pray. Almighty and everlasting Father, I want to thank you. Because even in this pain that we are going through as a nation, and even globally, Jehovah Lord, you remain our faithful God. And may you help us, oh God, to be like Daniel, who could not compromise his faith, even in captivity. Though he was from a royal family, even when he went to Babylon, not because he was winning, but because he was taken there. My God and my Father, Daniel still stood for you and with you. Help us, Jehovah God, not to lose hope, not to lose our faith, because Jehovah God, He knew there is everything. My God, I want to thank you because of whoever is watching. May you remember them, oh God. May you give them grace. May you intervene in their situations, Jehovah God. Them that are giving up, dear Lord, may you revive their spirits, oh God. We thank you and worship you because, Lord, I know that after this pandemic, Jehovah God, we shall stand and say, Jehovah, you are with us. Jehovah, you are Ebenezer. May you be glorified in everything, dear Lord. This is a prayer of faith that, dear Lord, we offer to you. In the name of God the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, we pray. Amen. Thank you.